The source of all glory is acceptance of whatsoever the Lord hath bestowed, and contentment with that which God hath ordained. The essence of wisdom is the fear of God, the dread of his scourge, and the apprehension of his justice and decree. The essence of religion is to testify unto that which the Lord hath revealed, and follow that which he hath ordained in his mighty book. The source of courage and power is the promotion of the word of God, and steadfastness in his love. The essence of love is for man to turn his heart to the beloved one, and sever himself from all else but him, and desire not save that which is the desire of his Lord. The source of all learning is the knowledge of God, exalted be his glory, and this cannot be attained save through the knowledge of his divine manifestation. Bahá'u'lláh, Tablets of Bahá'u'lláh, page 155. Let not your hearts be saddened by this calamity, nor grieved over this affliction that hath come to pass. Set your hearts upon the mercy and the loving kindness of the Abha beauty. May my life, my soul, and mine inmost being be offered up for his loved ones. Rejoice in his glad tidings, and take delight in his manifold favors. The ocean of his favors is limitless, and the sweet savors of his bounty spread far and wide. The eye of his tender mercy watcheth over all, and his overflowing grace is vouchsafed unto all, especially unto you who are the remnants of the King of martyrs, and the victims of oppression in the path of the Almighty. The gaze of his particular loving kindness is directed towards you, and the radiance of his special bounty is cast upon you. Wherefore, render ye thanks unto the Beloved for having been favored with such bestowals, and made the recipients of such mercy. Abdu'l-Bahá, Light of the World, Section 4. Full recognition of the station of the forerunner, the author, and the true exemplar of the Baha'i cause, as set forth in Abdu'l-Bahā's testament. Unreserved acceptance of and submission to whatsoever has been revealed by their pen. Loyal and steadfast adherence to every clause of our beloved's sacred will. Shoghi Effendi, Lights of Guidance, page 638. This is the day when we all should gather beneath the shade of the word of oneness. Let us burn even as bright candles in every gathering. Let us be aflame with the fire of love. Now that the beauty of the all-praised hath ascended, and the day star of the kingdom hath set, whither can we direct our affections, and what comfort can we expect? How are we to find repose, and in what hope can our hearts rejoice? Oh, the pity, a myriad times the pity, if for a single moment we should look for ease or comfort. Alas, 1,000 times alas, if we should seek any peace and tranquility except in trials, tribulations, and suffering sustained in his path. Abdu'l-Bahá, Light of the World, Section 5. O kings of the earth, give ear unto the voice of God, calling from this sublime, this fruit-laden tree that hath sprung out of the crimson hill upon the holy plain, intoning the words, There is none other God but he, the mighty, the all-powerful, the all-wise. Fear God, O concourse of kings, and suffer not yourselves to be deprived of this most sublime grace. Fling away then the things ye possess, and take fast hold on the handle of God, the exalted, the great. Set your hearts towards the face of God, and abandon that which your desires have bidden you to follow, and be not of those who perish. Bahá'u'lláh, the promised day is come. Section 41. O beloved friends of Abdu'l-Bahá, no sooner had the hand of divine power raised the tabernacle of everlasting glory, the tabernacle of the oneness of humanity, in the midmost heart of the world, then he opened wide the portals of supreme mercy before us all, addressed us in hallowed accents in the hidden words, honored us with the title of O my servants, associated us with his own self, and freed us from distress and fear. He spread wide the banquet table of bounty and issued a universal invitation. He prepared for us all manner of heavenly food and bestowed upon us divine favors and heavenly gifts. He delivered us from every heavy load and relieved us from every grievous burden. He enjoined upon us only laws, ordinances, and teachings that bestow life to the soul and cause it to draw nigh unto the best beloved. Abdu'l-Bahá, Light of the World, Section 4. Place not thy reliance on thy treasures. Put thy whole confidence in the grace of God thy Lord. Let him be thy trust in whatever thou doest, and be of them that have submitted themselves to his will. Let him be thy helper, and enrich thyself with his treasures. For with him are the treasuries of the heavens and of the earth. He bestoweth them upon whom he will, and from whom he will he withholdeth them. There is none other God but him, the all-possessing, the all-praised. All are but paupers at the door of his mercy. All are helpless before the revelation of his sovereignty, and beseech his favors. Bahá'u'lláh, the promised day is come. Section 90. How well he protects them. Verily, this shepherd makes no distinctions whatsoever. To all the sheep he is equally kind. Therefore, we must follow the example of God and strive in pathways of goodwill toward all humanity. May we endeavor with heart and soul to reconcile the religions of the earth, unify the peoples and races, and blend the nations in a perfect solidarity. May we uphold the flag of international agreement and enkindle a light which shall illumine all regions with the radiance of oneness. May our purposes centralize in the earnest desire of attaining the good pleasure of God, and may our supreme energies be directed to welding together the human household. Let us not regard our own respective capacities. Nay, rather, let us regard forever the favors and bounties of God. Abdu'l-Bahá, Talk at Baha'i Banquet. Lay not aside the fear of God, O kings of the earth, and beware that ye transgress not the bounds which the Almighty hath fixed. Observe the injunctions laid upon you in his book, and take good heed not to overstep their limits. Be vigilant that ye may not do injustice to anyone, be it to the extent of a grain of mustard seed. Tread ye the path of justice, for this, verily, is the straight path. Compose your differences and reduce your armaments, that the burden of your expenditures may be lightened, and that your minds and hearts may be tranquilized. Bahá'u'lláh, the promised day is come. Section 42. Compose your differences and reduce your armaments, that the burden of your expenditures may be lightened, and that your minds and hearts may be tranquilized. Heal the dissensions that divide you, and you will no longer stand in need of any armament except what the protection of your cities and territories require. Fear God, and take heed not to outstrip the bounds of moderation, and be numbered among the extravagant. We have learned that you have increased your outlay, and that you burden your subjects with more than they can bear. whereas it is your duty to look after the poor and the downtrodden, and to conduct yourselves with equity in all your affairs. Bahá'u'lláh, Gleanings from the Writings of Bahá'u'lláh. All the prophets of God, all the messengers divinely appointed, have borne afflictions and hardships. They were banished and persecuted. They suffered imprisonments and martyrdom in the path of God. Yet they did not complain or become sad or depressed, but rather their faces were illuminated with the radiance of divine satisfaction. They accepted calamity as bounty, death as life, and troubles as the greatest comfort. Let us emulate them and follow their example, that we may be worthy of the mercy of God, attain to his compassion, and enter into the fellowship and communion of his kingdom. Abdu'l-Bahá, The Promulgation of Universal Peace, page 50. The trials and tribulations which rain down from the clouds of divine decree are, all of them, blessings and bestowals of God. To outward seeming, they are wrath and vengeance, but inwardly they are mercy and kindness. Strive that your afflictions may be the envy of kings, and your patience the wonder of the wise. Accept the tribulations with radiant acquiescence, and turn always to the well-beloved. Bahá'u'lláh, quoted in Selections from the Writings of Abdu'l-Bahá, page 238. In the garden of thy heart plant naught but the rose of love, and from the nightingale of affection and desire loosen not thy hold. Treasure the companionship of the righteous, and eschew all fellowship with the ungodly. Be not grieved if the tempest of trials and tribulations assail thee from every direction, for the greatness of the cause dependeth upon the measure of thy resignation and submission. Abdu'l-Bahá, Selections from the Writings of Abdu'l-Bahá, page 244